Hi folks, and thanks for tuning in to another Watson Brothers video. We're here to discuss the stats for November, closing in on Christmas real fast. We're standing here at City Hall. Why? Because every time, Ian, we take a listing, the first thing that we do is we go down, we pull the City of Kelowna file on your prospective property, and we look for anything that is outstanding as far as permits. So let's say there is no permit for a finished basement, and yet your house has a finished basement. You go, what's the big deal? 20 years ago, not a big deal. You know, buyers would look at it, buyers would buy it, lenders would lend, insurance companies would insure. That has all changed. Fast forward to today, and there is a thing called your property disclosure statement. When you fill out a question that says, has any work been done without a required permit, you have to check off yes. That sends off red flags to the lenders, that sends off red flags to your insurance company. It will literally stop your contract in most cases from going anywhere. Then you have to go back, get your permit done. So what's the message? If you're thinking about selling soon, get down to the City Hall, confess, get your permits up to date. If you're thinking about doing some finishing, don't get Uncle Vinny to put in your toilets, your bathrooms, all those renovations without the required permit. Get the permit first. Makes your life a lot easier. Ian, how are stats going forward in November? What happened?
Stats are real good. In fact, we see this year as a continuation on from where we left off last year. Last year, if you remember, was a record year, and right now things are on par. There has been really no change versus the number of units sold for both apartments, townhomes, and single-family homes. In fact, single-family homes were within less than 1% of where the sales were last year, and that was, as I just mentioned, a record year. Where we are seeing a little bit of opportunity right now is in inventory. There is starting to be a little bit more inventory in all categories, from townhomes to single family to apartments and even building lots. And what that is doing is making things balanced. We have been sitting in a market that has been at the advantage of sellers. They've been able to dictate price, terms, conditions of contracts. That's starting to change now simply because buyers have a little bit more choice. They don't have as much choice as they did when the market was down here, but it is getting better, and we see things getting better as we head into spring. Now, there are some rules that we talked about last month that are going to change in January. We'll see how that impacts things.
Lending rules.
Lending rules. We've also seen how interest rates just actually today went up a quarter point in the States. They may bump a little bit here in Canada as well. However, we think things are going to be very balanced moving forward, and I think the stats would show that out as well, because we haven't seen any ups or downs. It's just been nice, steady growth. And we like that.
Yep. When we see you next time, Christmas and New Year's will have passed, so we're wishing everybody a fantastic holiday season. We'll have our predictions in January for what we see coming in 2018. You won't want to miss that one. So everybody, once again, Merry Christmas. Thank you for your support in your business in this year, and we will see you in a month.